How long does it take to level? I don't have anything set up, and I don't know if I'll have time to level.
All right, have a good night.
Each one, there's a sheet.
And damn
There's
you.
like
Yes,
three
stinky.
breakdowns.
Always.
There's some that only take like 14,000 EXP, and then I think the highest is 19,000. But if you're just going through and doing fates and leveling yourself to get to level 20, I'm trying to remember, I think I got 2 mastered just from doing that. And then if you just keep going around doing like critical engagements and fates, it takes a couple hours.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think like in a day you can probably get like get 1 or multiple hours, get 3 to 4.
Yeah.
If
you sit, is that like 8-hour grind or like?
Yeah, if you sit and grind, you can get multiple mastered like in a day.
That doesn't look good.
But you don't have to. You don't have to do that.
The plan to step in after what's it? Our 4th Savage clear. Is that still the plan?
What sounds like?
Or our 8th?
No. Yeah, we'll wait till 7th. Keep up with them. I think it'd be easier if when they like streamline the entering. I heard that's just a hassle. And hopefully they make entering the actual Folk Tower easier too.
When is 7-3?
Let's wait till all that's
August.
Early August.
There's a long ways away.
Month and a half.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I've been. Well, this one was definitely very random, but
I feel like the base is like 4 to 5, and then with everyone that you.
Yeah, I want to do a little more of this at night. It feels like when I was streaming it during the day and in the morning. Oh, Metal Gear time!
Yeah, I haven't been playing the game outside of Raid really either, so I'm just like Savage and stuff.
It's the Metal Gear time.
Yeah, that's been me too. Or I guess just like doing this and doing cold pressing.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke. You have time. No biggie. I'll just cry at Ridge.
Oh my god. Does it still work the same way with the party?
Yeah, it's time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't have anything cured either. I mean, except for Paladin.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna go.
You could trade.
Oh, for the night. I see.
Yes. All right.
Me too.
I was like,
Later.
Drea, we still get you for one more raid here.
That's Stranding things are happening, so I'm gonna go.
Oh yes, go.
Yeah, Metal Gear time. The bandana. What is going on with that background, though? Episode 5, Conflagration. Huh, the episodes are going much faster. And I just checked when I ended, like, before Raid. It said it was at 28%, like, story completion. So, according to at least the PS5 home screen. So, like, I'm still really early on in the game. What is this? The serious Metal Gear. Exactly. That's kind of what it's feeling like. Is Hey, let's make Metal Gear Survive, but make it good. Wait, what? Oh, give me that. Alright, so first things first, give me my shotgun. And let's fix my cargo management really fast. Boop, boop, boot clip. Bang. Much better! Because my shotgun is a grenade launcher, so I trust shotgun.
The spirits of the dead are close.
And this isn't like the war zone like last time. This is very different.
Heads up, Sam. It's not safe.
Yeah, you'd think.
They're not human. Don't underestimate them.
You don't say. Grenade launcher. Eat that! Eat that! Where are you? What? Where are you? I think I'll be a little okay. Although I am going to have to run through this fire. That sucks. Level 2 shotgun kicking butt! Yeah, because I like can't. It's hard to see dudes a little. Oomst. Because yeah, this isn't like, oh, you're sneaking around because you don't have. No, this is here. Just have Metal Gear, and it's rad. Okay, after this, I'm going to have to cut this segment off from the stream so I can go throw it into the playlist. Because otherwise I'll forget. The music, though.
Wait, are they trying to lay a trap for us? The older deck is reacting to something. We should keep an eye on it and proceed with caution.
What is it reacting to? Hit him in the butt.
There's too many. You can't handle them all by yourself.
Try me.
But maybe you can split them up. Take them one by one.
Somebody's teleporting around.
He's escaped, Sam. Up into that tower.
And let's go up the tower. I have to go check. Oof. Where are you?
He's too quick. Must have gone up to the roof.
Which way's the roof?
God damn, dude.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, I'm going the right way. All right, where are you? Crap! So much I'm paying attention when I'm trying to aim. Oh, here we go. You know what? It all worked out. What? This is... really is just Metal Gear Solid 4, isn't it? Like these segments from the original, like they were fine, but like straight up now, it just feels like Metal Gear. Wow, what a bitch. All right, what else I got? I don't want to run out of ammo on my shotgun. I'm low. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to switch weapons. Oop. It's like, don't get me wrong, I love the segments from the first one, but like it was a lot of, oh yeah, we're recreating this war and all that. It felt like more of a purpose. This is just, hey, so we're having some fun with Metal Gear. That was not too bad. Then again, I had my level 2 shotgun, which kind of just blew through things in no time flat. Oh, I'm so glad I've been doing more standard missions. I do want to find out more about him though. Like
Did he say nirvana? Is he implying this is some sort of realm for the enlightened? You're right.
very good segment. Very good segment. Hmm? Uh-oh. I don't like the looks of those things.
It's her, isn't it? The girl from before? I have no idea what just happened, but we should probably take a Magellan, huh?
I don't know about that. Don't. Well, that's not Higgs. That's definitely not Higgs. Ductile protector. Ooh. Chrysalis. Not bad. Oof. What? I know this is the part from the trailer, but still. This shit I don't like. This shit creeps me out.
How's it going, Sam? You look
Strange.
better already. That's a relief. While you were recovering, we managed to learn a few things about our mystery girl. When you feel up to it, come to the room next door. Don't push yourself. Take your time.
Brigands are up. All right, let's go to the next room.
You're okay. Come on. Careful, careful,
Come on.
careful.
Come down.
You got it?
Come on.
Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies. Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the crystalloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse.
Hey, that's an
Tar-like
understatement.
secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here.
The one we just came out
The
of.
fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Hmm.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
Hmm. Interesting.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
This will be the last one for tonight, though. We'll go take care of the brigands, and then we'll pick it back up tomorrow morning.
Before I forget, Sam, it seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory. Where
Oh?
the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes? Anyway, Parman was kind enough to collect your cargo for us.
Sick.
It's been placed in your private locker aboard.
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment.
Of
This
course.
included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage.
So take my shotgun.
And electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. If we ignore this development, The brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so.
I mean, that makes sense.
The latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance. This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam, and soon.
Let's see, how's my equipment? Okay, so I'm good on blood bags. I think. Keep this one. Materials away, carry it on back. Yeah, the shotgun is almost done, so let's go recycle that. Those are 2 empty blood bags. Let's get rid of those. Ability pouch. Okay, so we have this. Okay, now I can go into fabricate equipment and get some stuff. One blood bag. One shotgun. Let's take a grenade pistol as well, actually. Sure, that works. The grenade pistol goes in the handgun holster. This goes on the tool rack. We have some new enhancements. Skeleton auto assist. Yes, definitely take that. And then I think we can't do anything else. All right. More than likely what we're going to do is get over there, drop off the backpack so we don't need to use it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? We're going to unpack this.
Warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
It is very good so far. It is a very good game so far. I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to get to the top of that building and see if I can snipe some of these dudes down before we get over there.
Trouble nearby.
Anybody around there I can see yet? Make some different approaches, or make some... Actually, do I have PC on me? I do not. Because my first thought is, well, why shouldn't I just bring stuff to make a watchtower? But I didn't bring the stuff with me, so that's fine. Oh, don't come here yet. So they improved all of the cargo systems. They improved the combat. The biggest thing I would say is they actually get you into the action a lot faster. So, whereas in the first one, you didn't really get much freedom until about 10 hours in. This one, you're like, within the first 2 hours, you're in a boss fight. You've done some of these like friggin' fights. And they've improved the combat quite a bit and gave you guns from the get-go. So it feels like you have much more of a reason to like sit down and actually get into the fight. What? From where? From where? Ah, damn it. The environments are much more varied. Getting in and out of BT territory is much faster because they don't like stop you to do a cutscene. They like give you the warning ahead of time, and then they just sort of go, well, you know they're coming. And so they made things a lot snappier. Overall. Wait, hold on. I saw an assault rifle. Hold on. What? I thought I picked up the assault rifle. So, like, it's a pretty slow way of saying they kind of sat down and fixed everything, but they kind of sat down and fixed everything. Obviously, you know, there is still quite a bit of just getting from place to place, but they do quite a bit more to help you with prep work. So the just like the route setup in the Pathfinder is way better. I still don't use it very much, but it's there and it is very useful. The menuing is night and day. Wait, hold on. There you go. The weather systems are better. You actually have a day-night cycle. What? Where are you throwing from, you idiot? Like, truly, outside of the fact that they changed control bindings, so it took me a minute to get used to things. There's nothing I truly say that has gotten worse. And the quality of life stuff is so much better. They do a much better job with actually telling the story. Is probably one of the bigger ones. So, yeah, they did kind of they sat down and outside of people saying like, "Oh, it's a delivery simulator. It's a delivery simulator." They sat down and took all the legitimate criticism and fixed all of it. Seriously, like that's the way I feel of like there's only so many things that they could actually change. And then people are like, "Oh, how did this get a first one?" The first one was, or how did this get a sequel? The first one
Feels good.
was still reasonably received, and the people who sat down and gave it a chance did truly enjoy it. The problem is there's so many people that just like saw the initial gameplay or saw somebody play it for 5 minutes and went, heard their UPS simulator and wouldn't give it a chance. Because, like, honestly, just straight up, the people who, like, unless they they saw a couple hours of gameplay and about the dudes complaining that there's no good games, the only exactly. And that shit does honestly bug me, because this is a game that is like truly special. Like, they worked their ass off to make something unique and make something different. And yes, it's not for everybody, but it bugs me that people's response to when people have a response to the game sucks and saying no it doesn't, and the rebuttal is, oh well, you're just, you know, sucking off Kojima. It's like, no, I will sit here and tell you that Metal Gear Solid 5 sucks, and I am a massive fanboy of the series. Hell, MGS4 sucks, but I love it because it sucks. Because it's crazy campy and silly and all that. That's why I like 4. Yeah, 5 doesn't have that, and it feels like it's kind of up in its own ass about it.
We've recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
I still had quite a bit of issues with Death Stranding 1, and especially after replaying it before this came out, a lot of them became much more obvious immediately after starting to play this. And so it's like, you have gunplay, you have very good gunplay, you have Metal Gear Solid 5 levels of gunplay. There's still the delivery, but honestly, like, unless you were sitting there doing side quests and a lot of the standard missions, 5 was also Kojima's way. Exactly. It was Kojima's way of telling Konami off. But there's still just like, yes, there's deliveries. Yes, you are doing a lot of them. But there's so much more of the action. There's so much more of like, you are going to get to find out what the hell's going on faster. And things that are much more concise. Like, it literally feels like we're back. Like, it's still wacky, crazy Kojima time, but it feels like he finally remembered how to actually tell a story. Yes, there is a story. He built this, like, massive world. The problem was Death Stranding 1 was a lot of, here, have all this mystery, have all this exposition, so we can actually explain to you some of the things that are going on. And he didn't do a good job. Can't see the totality that makes me want to go. Yes, there is a lot of that too. And there's even a lot of Breath of the Wild style, hey, we're not going to tell you how to get there. Figure it out. Just the difference in this is you have tools, you have vehicles, you have ladders, you can go make a bridge. And that's how you're getting from place to place. And to the point of, you can do some silly shit. You can jump butt and like that's also why I'm like, this game is better than the first in every way. Something missing. Yeah, like the fact that you are dealing with the environment, you're dealing with the physics, you're dealing with the weight system.
Show 'em how it's done.
You have all of this preparation to do. It is missing from games, and I feel like, because it's like there's so much of this game is the journey. Did they ever make a VR version of this? They did not, as far as I'm aware. But that's also why, you know, there are people who say, who do truly enjoy it, who say, if all you see is in this game is it's a delivery simulator, and that's it, you're looking through the narrowest of lenses. Yeah, I had zero interest in it when I first saw it too, and then when it came out on PC was when I tried it a year later. And coming out at the beginning of COVID and talking about disconnecting people after a giant event that caused everyone to be separated and afraid and all that. Yeah. This, however, I honestly feel is like that one. It's hard to recommend to a lot of people. This one, straight up, unless all you care about is 110% action, this one's worth playing. 100%.
Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much.
Guidepost?
You could have done.
Ooh, automatically illuminated at night. That's very useful. And bigger bridges.
We've increased your allocation. They got, and when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone.
Like,
aside from that, we've also
further on I get,
now use your PCC.
and once I finish, I'll put my thoughts together. But like, it's actually fantastic.
Prone to flooding. Oh, and Sam, call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar.
Clear the environment. A lot of
non-descript.
Yeah, like
Say,
stuff like that is rare nowadays.
could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech
Because everyone keeps
can't chalk it up to
playing the same games, waiting for the same shit,
Almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo.
and then get upset when something unique comes out.
Consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Order completed. Well done.
You take care of yourself.
There's also, the more I think about it, I actually don't like most of the Metal Gear games. I never got as I'm interested in the story of 2, but the gameplay of 2 I don't super enjoy. But I enjoy 1 and 3. Shoot.
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes?
Fair. I'm also not necessarily the biggest fan of shoes.
She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
The child. Also, the best part is, I feel like this game has done a very good job at explaining things that happened in the first game, so that you don't necessarily have to start with the first game. You can go straight to this one. They do a good job at explaining, at getting you refreshed the mechanics, explaining the story. Sleep till morning.
Sam, it's Charlie. Be advised that we have a new assignment waiting for you. I'll
Oh?
need to brief you on upcoming objectives as well. Access the delivery terminal at the Northern Environmental Observatory.
We'll see what it is, and then I'm probably going to call it because it's 2 a.m. Luckily, I took tomorrow off. Track restored. The only thing that truly bugs me is there's so much copyrighted music that, of course, every single VOD gets hit. But that's also why it's good that I'm co-streaming, because I don't have that problem. I get it shows like, oh yeah, you got a copyright thing on YouTube, but it doesn't actually cut any audio. Finally, Hartman.
Time to tackle the northern part of the continent. Start by bringing the F2 South distribution center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knot who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar. In addition to overseeing distribution operations, They also protect the facility from would-be assailants. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility. The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal to proceed.
Fair enough. Let's see what it is. Do not submerge. Yeah. I'm gonna save and deal with that tomorrow. Yeah, 10.5 hours in. All right, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna cut the VOD up on YouTube tomorrow before stream probably, and we'll be back and play some more of this. See where things go. Bada boop. Bada boop. Night.